I will be showing you the Konica Minolta VizHub Pro 951. It is a 95 page per minute device. There are several different configurations for it. You may just have the 2 trays. You may also have a large capacity tray on the side or a large bank of 3 trays over here. The most important thing with this device is knowing how to remove a jam. No matter what your configuration is, you will have a door on the side that opens. The next part you'll want to come into is the middle of the device. And the first thing you'll want to do is use this knob here to roll any paper into the middle carriage. You will use this handle to pull out the middle. If this handle is resisting, continue rolling the paper. It should go down very easily. When this opens up, you'll use the green that's safe to touch to move across the device and remove any jams. This here is your fuser unit. It is hot, so be careful. This side comes down, and then you can move underneath to the bottom. After you've removed your jam, close up any areas that are open, push the entire middle back in place, and this handle should easily lock into place. The next area we'll go into is your finisher. Anything in here that's green is safe to touch. This unit pulls out for easy access. If you have a booklet maker, you will also have some green down here that you may have to look in. All of these are numbered, and the on-screen animation will walk you through removing jams with these numbers. If you have a punch kit on your device, you will also have a little area here that can pull out that collects your punches that you can empty all of your hole punches that way. If you have a booklet maker, you will also have an additional external tray at the bottom that will catch all your booklets after they are made. As you can see, we're in front of a different device that has a different configuration. Earlier in the video, I mentioned a bank of 3 paper trays. This is what that looks like. To load paper in your trays, there's a little lever in there that you push, and it allows the drawer to open. Once you get in here, you'll have to make sure your guides are up to the side. There's a blue button in here that allows you to move the front and the back guide. This one on the side here, if you just pull it, it will allow you to adjust it. Now we'll go through some consumables. This bottom door over here opens up to your toner and your waste toner box. Pulling on this blue area will open up and show your toner. You'll take the old one out, get a new one in. You'll put the front of it in first, and then it will just lay into place. Here's your waste toner box. You'll push down on this lever. The box will release. You'll get a new box, push it in, and hold it back in place with the lever. Again, we're looking at the finisher here. As I mentioned earlier, you may have a punch unit on your device. If you do, this area here is where you'll empty your hole punches. This whole thing can come out and be emptied and then replaced back into the device. Your regular staples are located in this area here. This whole unit pulls out so you can access your staples. You'll pull down on the blue. You'll flip up on this green tab. This whole clear area opens up. You'll place a new roll of staples in, push them forward to the front of the cartridge with your thumbs, flip the clear area back down, and close the green tab. This whole thing pops right back into place, and you can close that. If you have a booklet maker on your device, you will also have a different set of staples that go in your booklet maker. They are located in the back portion of this unit. You'll flip up on this green tab. This whole clear cartridge will come out. You'll put a new clear cartridge in, flip the tab back down, and place this whole thing back in the unit. From your copy screen, you can select the machine tab at the top, select the question mark in the corner, and then select Consumables Scrap. This will take you to a screen that walks you through changing your consumables. By tabbing through, you can go to the different pictures. It has toner supply, waste toner, paper trays, and adding your staples. Now I will be showing you your control panel. Your first area here has a separate scan button. Selecting your separate scan button allows you to turn on the memory and build a job by going between the feeder and the glass. After you are done building your job, you will see a Scan Complete button. Selecting Scan Complete turns off the memory. You will then select your Start button to release your job. Your next area here is your Quality Adjustment, which allows you to lighten and darken your document. The next column here is your Zoom, which allows you to reduce or enlarge your image. Selecting Zoom at the top pulls up your keypad and you can change your percentage there. The next area on here is your Simplex and Duplex, which allows you to choose your single and double-sided options. It defaults to 1:1, which is single-sided in, single-sided out. The second option there is 1:2, which means you'll have single-sided originals and get double-sided copies. The next option above that is 2:1, which allows you to have double-sided originals and split them up into 2 single-sided pages. And your last option available is 2:2, which is double-sided in, double-sided out. So making a copy of a double-sided document and keeping it double-sided. The last area on here is your output setting, which allows you to turn on your stapling. If you have a punch kit on your device, you can also turn on your hole punching from here. These devices are defaulted to sort, which means to collate your pages, which means if you put in 3 pages and you want 3 copies, it will give you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you would like to offset or scoot over between those jobs, you can also turn on offset and sort from this panel. If you would like to group your pages, meaning 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, you can also turn on grouping from this area. Below your settings will be your paper trays. If you have a large bank on the side, you will have these 3 over here. If you do not, it will be the 2 trays. You can select your paper tray by picking it individually, or it will automatically detect the paper size when you put something in there and pull from the appropriate tray that way. Now I will go through your pre-programmed buttons. There are 5 buttons listed at the bottom here that are all pre-programmed for you. The first one here is your book copy single. This will allow you to copy multiple pages out of a book and receive single-sided copies. To do that, you will lift up, take your book, open it to the first page that you need, press start. That will turn the memory on, which allows you to turn the page, scanning multiple pages out of the same book. When you are done, you will receive single-sided copies of your pages. The next program listed is Book Copy Double. You will follow the same procedure, only instead of receiving single-sided copies, you will receive double-sided pages. Your third button on here is a large booklet, meaning we are taking 11 by 17 paper, folding it in half to create an 8.5 by 11 booklet. The first thing you'll want to do is load 11 by 17 paper into tray 2. You will then take your 8.5 by 11 single-sided originals, load them into the document feeder, select your large booklet button, and press start. This will give you an 8.5 by 11 booklet that is folded in half and stapled in the middle. Your fourth button on here is a small booklet. You will then want to take 8.5 by 11 paper, load it in tray 2 in the landscape position. Again, you will take your 8.5 by 11 single-sided originals, load them into the document feeder, select your program button, and press start. This will give you a 5.5 by 8 booklet that is folded in half and stapled. Your last button on here is a 2-up small booklet, meaning you already have 2 pages on 1 page. You will then load this into your document feeder in the landscape position, making sure that you again have 8.5 by 11 landscape paper loaded in tray 2. This again will give you an 8.5 by 11 page that is folded in half and stapled in the middle. This completes our tutorial on the BizHub 951.